Some things you may or may not know about Jackson, Alabama. First, it's old. This town, nestled along the Tombigbee River, already existed when it was officially named Jackson in 1816 in honor of Andrew Jackson for his involvement in the war to drive the Creek Indians from the area so white settlers could move in.
Pine Level was basically what it was called then, and it's centered around our agriculture and our timber industry.
Right.
And that's where the Aggies get their mascot from, is from that agricultural situation. And of course we had it all. We had the river, we had a railroad, we had an open roadway into the timber belt. And so we became Jackson.
Audra Rabin was a history teacher at Jackson High School for 28 years and said she would relay some of this history of their town to her students. While the town's story is similar to other Alabama cities with geographically strategic locations that enhance their importance in the timber industry, over more recent years, Jackson has had brushes with celebrity. Now here's something else you may not know about the history of this town of Jackson, Alabama. The Allman Brothers, the entire band, arrested here.
In the 1970s, the Allman Brothers came through here, and they were at a local truck stop in Jackson when they were stopped and drugs were found.
Yeah.
And so they were arrested and put in jail for the night.
Now the jail is right here.
Yes, it is. It's right there. And in fact, we now have a plaque there. You can sit in the Allman Brothers cell.
Well, we couldn't because the building is closed now for renovation. But by golly, there is a plaque. That arrest happened just before the band's Fillmore East album blew up nationwide. A few days later, the group pleaded guilty to disturbing the peace and were fined a couple of $1,000s.
Our chief of police, Mr. Cranford, became famous for arresting the Allman Brothers.
But it's not the only time celebrity came calling on Jackson.
Elvis Presley came through here. In the 1950s, before he became famous, he played at our local armory and was so poor that he couldn't even afford to buy his dinner or his gas to leave Jackson. So a local man named Mr. J.P. Armstead fed the boy. That came from him. I fed the boy, gave him some gas money, and sent him on his way. Little did we know who Elvis Presley would be at the time.
Jackson is also famous for its nearly 100-year-old volunteer fire department and Fire Prevention Week, celebrated each October with a parade and the election of a fire prevention queen and court. Now that's some history. Bill Riles, WKRG News 5.